Special thanks to Patreon supporter The Red Deer for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, G-2 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Messerschmitt BF-110, often known non-officially as the ME-110. This here is a twin-engine, heavy fighter and fighter bomber developed in Nazi Germany in the 1930s and used by the Luftwaffe during World War II. It was armed with two MG FF 20mm cannons and four 7.92mm MG-17 machine guns, and one 7.92mm MG-15 machine gun or twin-barrel MG-81Z for defense at the rear gunner. Development work on an improved type to replace the BF-110, the Messerschmitt ME-210, began before the war started, but its teething troubles from its aerodynamics resulted in the BF-110 soldiering on until the end of the war in various roles, alongside its replacements, the ME-210 and the significantly improved ME-410 Hornets. So the BF-110 is a awesome fighter. I do really like this aircraft. I have in War Thunder and everything. It's a blast to play, and it's a really beautiful aircraft to say the very least. It's got a very interesting shape to it, and I definitely think it's very unique and looks really nice for the aircraft and everything. The variant we have here in front of us is specifically the G-2 variant, which is basically a little bit of an upgraded version of the BF-110, which saw more of a kind of fast bomber, I guess you could say almost like a light bomber role, and it was also equipped a lot of times with rockets, and you can see the rocket pods mounted on the wings there, as this is the G-2 variant, as I mentioned. This variant was also modified to create it into a very effective bomber hunter, equipping different attachments or different guns to the bottom of the fuselage, such as 30mm cannons, and even in some cases a 37mm cannon. So definitely a very effective aircraft, and definitely very brutal if it went up against bombers. 30mm are just going to shred. So very interesting aircraft, but this is more kind of specifically just a standard G2 model, and there are different variants of the G2 which include those different upgrades and everything like that, and maybe we might cover those later on in the future. Anyways, to go ahead and before we go and take a look at the build, I just want to go and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter The Red Deer for making this video possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check over my Patreon page. Link is down in the description, where you guys can pledge a small amount each month and help me out personally and earn some cool perks like having a build of your choice every month. So really cool, and feel free to check it out if you guys are interested. Anyways, to go ahead and kind of get started here, we're going to go ahead and begin by just starting off our way at the nose here and work our way back. So the aircraft itself didn't really have the machine guns kind of stick out too much. It did a little bit. It was really weird. So I imagine it's probably something to do with the mounting inside the nose and space-wise, but there was only one gun barrel that kind of stuck out, and that was over here on the right side of the fuselage. The left one was more kind of indented, so I imagine that's probably something to do with the space. They moved this one back a little bit to allow this one to fit, as they did have quite a bit of guns in here. They had the two 20mm, and they had the four 7.92mm, so obviously a lot of guns in the front there that will be taking up space. So that's kind of what's going on there. The wings themselves, pretty nice overall. We have the engines, same thing on both sides there, and we also have the fuel drop pods on the sides here, and also the rocket pods, as I mentioned earlier on. Really cool little design real quick is with the bottom of the shulker boxes. They kind of have like that kind of swirl symbol that a lot of German aircraft use to show the props and to see if they were in motion or not. So very interesting, and I think that actually came out pretty good for us. Continuing our way back, we have the cockpit right here, so pretty good amount of space in the cockpit, and we also have the position here for the tail gunner. The G2 variant was equipped with the MG-81Z, which was a twin-barrel MG, 7.92mm if I remember correctly. And continuing on, we just got some, designing all the way down the side here, different numbers. You can see right here, and of course you guys can change up those banners to be whatever numbers, whatever colors you want, but those are kind of the positions we want them in. And the tail back here, nothing too special about that. Also, as requested by the Red Deer, we do also have a shark mouth or tiger mouth on this version of the aircraft too. Obviously, it's not needed, but it is a cool little addition on the build itself. So anyways, that's going to do it for this overview. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning our first layer, which I believe is going to technically be layer 2, but I'll let you guys know obviously when we move on to it. Anyways, let's move on to our first layer. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and before we move into the layers, I want to go ahead and show you guys how to make the banners that I have on the sides of the aircraft. I think this will be a nice thing to cover straight on so you guys can easily make the banners and use this time to decide whether or not what numbers, what letters you want to put on the banners as well. And you can also, if you do not want to put banners on whatsoever, skip this part. There will be a timestamp to where this part of the tutorial ends, so you guys can go straight into building the aircraft if you choose to and don't want the banners whatsoever. To get started, we're going to go ahead and do the shark teeth, shark mouth up here in the front, which overall is a relatively simple design. It just requires us to, do a little work here. So to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and go into our crafting table. We want to go ahead and start off by placing down a black banner in here. It does need to be a black banner, so make sure it's black. We're going to go and take rose red, place down a row of 3 across the top here. It's going to create a nice red chief fest across the top. We're going to grab the banner, put it back in our middle of our crafting table. Another row of rose red on the bottom here, so we should get something that looks like this. 2 red lines, one on top, one on bottom, and a nice space in the middle there. Once that is all complete, we are then going to go ahead and take our banner. We're going to place it down on the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and take this bow meal, and we want to go ahead and place down a kind of triangle shape above it. So just like this around, and that's going to create the shark teeth kind of up here on the front or on the top. We're going to go ahead and grab this banner, and then that's pretty much good to go there. We're going to go ahead and put it on the basically the middle section here like we have, and then we're going to go and do something like this, and it's going to create teeth on the bottom. We can go ahead and grab our banner. And this right here is going to do it for the first bit of the mouth, which is going to end up going across just like that up there in the front. For our next set here, we're going to basically take this banner here. So we're going to take the same design banner we have, and we're going to go ahead and just add a little bit of green to it. So for this, we can go ahead and grab ourselves some cactus green right here. And very simply, we can take this banner. If we're in creative mode, we can just easily go ahead and just take the banner. Make sure you put these down so you can come back to them and grab them. But we can just go ahead and easily take this banner and go ahead and place down a cactus green up here on the top, which is going to create something like this. We can grab it, and then we're also going to place down a cactus green down here in the bottom and grab that as well. It's going to kind of start to angle the mouth a little bit more, as you can see, like so. And we will need to create 2 different versions of these. So you know how I said to make sure you place these down if you're in creative mode. You're going to want to grab one of these again, or if you're on survival or whatever building this, you will need to make sure that you guys basically make a couple versions of these. We're going to go and grab our banner and pretty much do the same thing we did before, but on the opposite side this time. What this will do is it will create 2 different kind of sides here for the mouth, and it's very important we do that because it will not transfer over right on both sides, so we need to have 2 separate ones. Alright guys, so for the last banner here, pretty simple. We're just going to make the very corner piece here of the mouth. For this, we're just going to go ahead and go into our crafting table again. We're going to go ahead and place down a black banner in the middle. It has to be a black banner. We're going to go and take cactus green, place down a row of 3 across the bottom. We're going to create a nice line like this. We're also going to go and place down a row of 3 up along the side here. Grab that. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing again. A row across here, just like this. And it should create a nice banner, which will look something like this. And we will need to create another one, but facing the opposite direction. So we can go ahead and just do the same thing again. Row 3 across the bottom here. This time we're going to go on the right side for cactus green. Up like this. And then across here like that. So we should have 2 different ones here. Like so. And that's going to kind of do it for our mouths here. It is a bit tedious, I know, but they are necessary to make. Well, it does look really cool on the front there, but of course they're not needed. Going ahead and continuing on to the numbers themselves. The numbers are really easy to do, and I will link a tutorial down in the description for you guys to kind of go and base your design off of to pick letters that you guys want to include, so you guys can do different letters. For my aircraft version here, you can see I have N, C, and 9, so we're going to make these. We're going to start off with our N, which is going to be a yellow banner, since this is located by a yellow stripe. We're going to go ahead, to make this, we're going to go and place down a row of ink sacks over here on the left side. Grab our banner. We're going to place down a row of ink sacks on the opposite side. Another banner like this. And then we just want to go ahead and place our banner kind of here in the corner. We're going to place down a diagonal row of ink sacs across, and that's going to create our N. We will also need to go ahead and go into our inventory, because I forgot to grab it. We're going to grab some dandelion yellow, and we're just going to go make a border around the item frame like this. So all the way around, like so, and we have a nice banner like this, dandelion yellow, and banner with the N on it. To make the C, we're going to go ahead and also place down a green banner here in the middle. Very simple. We're going to place down a row of ink sacs across the top here, grab our banner, place down a row of ink sacs down the side, grab our banner, or ink sacs again, place down a banner across, we create a C, and we then just want to take cactus green and place down a border all the way around it, and we have a C now, so this is going to be something we're going to use also. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our last banner, we have the 9 here. So for the 9 itself, we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves a green banner. We're going to go ahead and place it down on our crafting table in the middle here. We're going to place down a row of ink sacs along the left side. We're going to go ahead and grab our banner. We then want to place it down on the top row up here, and we're going to take our cactus green and place down a solid row all the way across here. Basically these bottom 2 rows of cactus green across, so we get something that looks like this. Once we have this done, we're going to take our ink sacs, place down a row on the right side here. It's going to create a nice line down there. Ink sacs again, we're going to place down a row across the top here, like so. And then we want to go ahead and grab our ink sacs, place down a row 3 across the middle, like this for a banner on the bottom, and we will get a 9 that looks like this. Last thing, we're going to go and take our cactus green and place down a border that goes all the way around to create a green banner that looks just like this with the number 9. And once we have that complete, that's all the banners we will be using on the build. Of course, you guys can obviously change the numbers and make it whatever you guys want to use instead. But that's just a general idea of what I did for mine and the exact replica we're going to be basically building in this one. Anyways, that's it for this, and let's go ahead and move on to our first layer. I believe it's going to be 2. Alright guys, so moving on to our first layer, we'll be going ahead and starting off with layer 1 and 2. So for these layers to get started, we're going to go ahead and kind of focus on layer 2, and then we're going to move ourselves down to layer 1. Layer 1's pretty simple. It's just adding a few little bits and pieces to the bottom of layer 2. So it's just a little bit easier to start with layer 2 and just work our way down. And what we need to add for layer 1 is pretty simple. So just a little note that what we're building to begin with, layer 2 is basically, it's the second layer of the build. So you will need a little bit more clearance on the bottom there to make sure everything fits. But you guys should have no problem if you refer to the dimensions at the beginning of the video. Also, if you went ahead and built the banners already, make sure that you guys keep those in your inventory and do not replace them or throw them away, because you obviously will need them later. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. If you guys are completely new to my tutorials, the way I like to structure them is half on camera, half off, especially for these aircraft. Makes it a little bit easier on myself and everything like that. So just go ahead and basically take what we do on the right side and flip it over to the left side, and of course I'll show you aerial views between each layer, and you guys can take time, pause the video, and build the air layer over, or the air side over. So to get started here, we're going to go ahead and take iron trapdoors, and we want to make sure that we place these at the top portion of a block. So you can see here, they're going to be at the top portion of the block. They're not going to be on the bottom like so. So we're going to go ahead and obviously build up however high we want to go and put this, and then we're going to go ahead and place down an iron trapdoor. Now off this iron trapdoor, we're going to go ahead and go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 iron trapdoors back. Note that this right here is the very center line of the aircraft. We then want to go ahead and place down an end rod, which we're going to need to probably place down a block above it, and then place down the end rod on the bottom of it. After that end rod coming off of it, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor. We then want to go ahead and kind of skip a space here, and we're going to go ahead and place down another placeholder block kind of above it, so something kind of like this. We're going to place down a wooden trapdoor on the bottom of this orange wool block, this second one over here, so you can see the spacing. We're then going to go ahead and place down a wooden trapdoor on both sides of this wooden trapdoor like this. And this could be a little circular type design we have on the bottom there, which is going to create some kind of, obviously, radio or communications or radar or something like that. Who knows? And then we can delete our placeholder blocks. After we have that done, coming off this wooden trapdoor here, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors back. We want to skip a space of 1, 2, 3. We're going to place down a block of coal with a stone button on both sides of the block of coal. And going toward the front of the aircraft, which is that direction there, we're going to go and place down a lever on that side of the block of coal. After we have that done, we're going to go and break these 2 orange wool blocks, and that's going to kind of do it there for the center line of the aircraft. Everything we build over here to the right side now is what you're going to copy over to the left side. So to go ahead and get started here, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves iron trapdoors. We're going to place down a iron trapdoor coming off the third iron trapdoor back in this row of 7 from the front, so the third one here, iron trapdoor to the side, and we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 back, so you have an iron trapdoor on both sides of this end rod, just like that. Go back here to the front, we're going to go to the second iron trapdoor back in this row right here of 7. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor out to the side, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or my bad, just 4 back, so you have a nice row of 5 here along the sides. We're going to go and take that row of 5 and duplicate it 2 more times, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. With that all done there, the next thing for us to do is to go ahead and grab ourselves some quartz blocks. We're going to need some quartz full blocks and some quartz stairs, quartz slabs, all that fun stuff. Also, some acacia wood fences are also going to be used at this portion here. So to go ahead and get started, we're going to go and take quartz full blocks, and we want to go ahead and go to the iron trapdoor here in the front. Again, the front of our aircraft is this way. We're going to go and place down a quartz block coming off of it from the side, followed by a second quartz block that goes back. After that, we're going to place down a quartz upside down stair, going back, followed by a quartz top slab after that. After the quartz top slab, we're going to place down an iron trap door. Once that's done, coming off this last iron trap door back here, we're going to place down a quartz top slab out to the side, followed by a quartz full block. We're then going to place down 1, 2, and 3 more quartz full blocks, so we're equal here with the front. And then coming off this front quartz full block, we're going to place down a, in the middle here, we're going to place down 1 and 2 more quartz full blocks going to the front. We also want to go to the sides here, and we're going to place down 1 and 2 quartz upside down stairs like that along the side. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a quartz upside down stair, come off the quartz full block here, followed by a quartz top slab coming off this stair right here. And then for the front here, we're just going to place down a quartz top slab coming off the upside down stair. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves orange, or just some kind of placeholder block, and we're going to go and place down acacia wood fence gates opened up coming off this quartz top slab and this quartz upside down stair on the inside here, like so. After that's done, we're going to basically copy this row right here over to the opposite side. So very similar, we're going to go and place down a quartz top slab on the side of this upside down stair, followed by 2 quartz full upside down stairs going back. We're going to place down 2 quartz full blocks, a quartz upside down stair, and a quartz top slab like that. However, we do not have an iron trap door back here. We're just going to leave it like so, just like that. Again, we want to go to the sides here, and this time we're going to go ahead and place down a acacia wood fence gate that's going to be coming off the top slab and the 2 stairs. So we're going to place down 3 fence gates across and have them opened up to connect up to the engine like so. Once that's all done, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a cobblestone wall and also some skeleton skulls. We're going to go ahead and go to the upside down quartz stair right here. We're going to place down a full block, kind of a space in between it, and a cobblestone wall. So you're going to have a space of 1 in between the quartz upside down stair and the cobblestone wall, and we can delete our placeholder block like that. Once that's done, off this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a quartz full block, followed by 1 more quartz full block going toward the front, and 1 going toward the back. So you have something that looks like this from up above. And then we're going to go ahead and place down a cobblestone wall on the opposite side. We're going to place down skeleton skulls on both sides of the remaining 2 quartz full blocks. And we're also going to place down a a skeleton skull coming off the quartz full block going toward the front of the aircraft that way. And we're also going to place down a quartz stair coming off the quartz full block going toward the back. So we get something that looks just like this from up above. After that's done there, it's time for us to move on to our next kind of layer, which was layer 2. Now, layer 2 is obviously going to be really simple. Or, sorry, my bad, layer 1. We just did layer 2, we're going to move on to layer 1 real quick. Layer 1, very simple. We're just going to go up to the bottom of here, these quartz full blocks here with the cobblestone walls. On either side, we're going to place down a, basically just a quartz top slab on the bottom of the block, followed by an iron trapdoor that goes back like that. Pretty simple design there, and it's going to be the same thing that's going to go on the opposite side as well. Once that's done, we're also going to go and grab ourselves an end rod and place down another end rod coming down from this one here in the middle. And we also want to place down another 1 trapdoor coming off this 1 trapdoor, so you get something that looks just like this for this kind of, circular communications device there. After that is all done, that is going to do it for layers 1 and 2 of the aircraft. With that, let's go and move on to our next layer, layer 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3, we're going to go ahead and start off by going up here to the front. We're going to go ahead and place down a quartz full block on this front iron trapdoor up here in the very front, quartz top set, or full block on top of it. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 more quartz full blocks that come off this quartz full block, so you can see the iron trapdoor right here, you're going to place down 3 more quartz full blocks that come off that quartz full block there, followed by 2 quartz top slabs after those 3 quartz full blocks. We're also going to go ahead and just place down an iron trapdoor on the very front there, like that, to go ahead and finish that off, and that's going to kind of start to create the nose there of the aircraft. Going back to this quartz full block right here, the one that's on top of this first iron trapdoor, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 quartz full blocks going back. In total, this row right here of quartz full blocks should be 14 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And it will end on top of this one trapdoor right here, this first one like that, and it will also basically go 3 past this iron trapdoor right there. After that's all done, we're then going to place down a quartz upside down stair on top of this wooden trapdoor here, followed by a quartz top slab after it. We then want to go ahead and place down a quartz upside down stair again, like that, followed by a quartz top slab, and another upside down stair, this time facing the opposite direction, so you create something that looks just like this right here. We're then going to place down another brick top slab, followed by an iron trapdoor, again on the coming off the slab like this, followed by a cobblestone wall on top of the lever, and then a wooden trapdoor coming off the cobblestone wall. Once that's all complete, it's time for us to move over to the sides. So going back up here to the front, we're going to grab ourselves quartz top slabs again. We're going to place down a top slab coming off this first top slab here, coming off this quartz full block, so a top slab like down on both sides, followed by a second one that goes back. Once that's done there, we're going to go and grab ourselves quartz stairs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 quartz upside down stairs. And my bad, we're going to place down 3 and then a quartz upside down corner stair, so like that. Behind this corner stair, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 quartz full blocks back. We then want to go ahead and place down a quartz upside down stair, followed by 1 and 2 quartz top slabs, like that, coming off the quartz upside down stair. Once that's all done there, we're going to go and continue out to the sides. We're going to go ahead and go back to this first quartz full block. So we have this quartz corner stair here. We're going to place down a quartz. We have this quartz full block right behind it. We're going to place down another quartz. We're going to place down a quartz top slab coming off this quartz full block like this. Behind this quartz top slab, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz full blocks, followed by a green hardened stained clay block. We're then going to place down a dark oak wood slab, following that up by with a spruce wood slab. Once that's all done, we're going to go and replicate the same design right here over one more row. So another quartz top slab coming off of here, 3 quartz top slab or full blocks back, green hardened stained clay block, dark oak wood slab, and a spruce wood slab like so. After that's all done, we're going to go and go to the side again. We're going to place down a quartz top slab coming off this one right here, followed by 1, 2, and 3, and 4 quartz top or full blocks back. So this time you have a row of 4 here, like that, going back. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair on the back here, followed by another spruce wood slab, like that. Once that's done, we do have a bit of our engine that starts to kind of come into play here. So for this, we're going to be wanting to kind of, build this up a little bit. So for our row out to the sides here, we're going to start off by going ahead and start on the back here. It might be a little bit easier. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a spruce wood stair. We're going to place down a spruce wood stair on top of this iron trapdoor, like so. And actually, my bad, we're actually going to place down a dark oak wood stair right next to it, followed by a spruce wood slab coming off the dark oak wood stair. So just like we've kind of been doing. Now after that, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz full blocks back. We then want to take our green hardened stained clay. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 green hardened stained clay blocks toward the front here, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall and a standard cobblestone wall after that. We also would like to go ahead and grab ourselves some wither skeleton skulls. We're going to place down 1 and 2 wither skeleton skulls here on those 2 acacia wood fence gates like that. For our next row over, we're going to go ahead and start off on the back here again. We're going to place down a spruce wood stair coming off of this dark oak wood stair here. Behind the spruce wood stair, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 quartz full blocks going toward the front here. Should end right before this top slab. On top of this top slab, we're going to place down a green stained clay block. Should be right next to that mossy cobblestone wall. After the green stained clay block, we're going to place down a yellow wool block like this. We then want to go ahead and place down a shulker blocks, and we want to place it down like this, so it's coming off the back of the stair like that. So it has the kind of swirl on the bottom of the block facing forward, and then just a wither skeleton skull on the end of it, like so. Once that's done there, it's kind of good for the engine in the middle, and it's time to do the air side of the engine. So for this, very simply, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a cobblestone wall, place it down, come off the yellow wool block here, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall back. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 green stained clay blocks, and we're actually going to place down a row of 4, followed by 1, 2, and 3 quartz full blocks, and then again a spruce wood stair on the back here for, yeah, just like that on the back, like so. For our next row over, we're going to go and take wither skeleton skulls, place down a row of 3 on top of those 3 acacia wood fence gates, like so. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves quartz stairs. We're going to place down a quartz upside down stair. That is going to start off by going ahead and going off this green stained clay block, so right here. Upside down quartz stair, followed by 2 quartz full blocks, and another quartz upside down stair, like that, on the back with a spruce wood top slab coming off the quartz stair. Again, for our next row over, we're going to go ahead and just take quartz top slabs and place down a row of 4 across, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then a spruce wood top slab, like that. Once that's done, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves a birchwood fence gate and also some end rods. We're going to go ahead and start this layer, or this row right here off by grabbing ourselves some iron trapdoors as well. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off this quartz top slab here in the front of the wing, followed by an iron trapdoor on this quartz full block for the just the droppable fuel tanks, followed by a birchwood fence gate like this and another end rod like so. And then on the back section here, we're just going to go ahead and place down a spruce wood top slab. Also up here in the front, coming off this iron trapdoor, to place down an item frame. We're also going to need to grab ourselves a glass block and also a sign. We're going to place down a glass block in the item frame, followed by a sign on the side of the iron trapdoor as well. Again, continuing on, going out to the sides, we're going to grab ourselves a iron trapdoor, go off of this iron trapdoor right here, out to the side, place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors back, like that. The last thing we're going to do for this layer is we're just going to grab ourselves polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 along these 3 iron trapdoors, followed by a second row of 3 that comes out to the side from it. We want to go ahead and grab ourselves some black wool, and we're going to place down a row of 2 of iron frames here on the ends of these rows of 3 here polished andesite blocks, and place down black wool in the iron frames, and same thing on the other side, just like that, for the rocket pods. And once you guys have that done, that's pretty much the main kind of, I guess, challenging part, or challenging layer. It's definitely the longest for sure in this build, and from here on it should get a little bit easier as we continue on. But that right there is going to do it for layer 3. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 4. Again, here's the aerial view of what it should look like. Again, everything on the right side is going to be the same over there on the left side. And with that, let's move on to layer 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. Layer 4 is going to be another kind of longer layer, and it's going to be the last really long one we have in this tutorial. However, it will be not as long as the last one, as we're going to be building on pretty much what we've established really in the last layer. So let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the front. We're going to go ahead and place down a green hardened stained clay block on top of this iron trapdoor, followed by a stone button that's going to be coming off the front here of this green stained clay block. Behind this green stained clay block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 more green stained clay blocks, so you have a nice row of 7. This right here is kind of optional if you guys want to have a interior space to put, you know, a little bit of a cockpit in. You'll want to go ahead and skip a space of 7 after this row of 7. So 7 green stained clay blocks here, and then we're going to skip a row of 7. You could fill it completely in if you guys want to. Completely up to you guys, but we're going to go ahead and leave it open in case you want to add interior. So skip a space of 7. We then want to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what do you know, 7 more green stained clay blocks, which will end on top of this quartz top slab. Make sure that that's correct on the back there. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and take black wool. We're going to place down a row of 3 of black wool. After that, row of 7 of green stained clay, followed by a row of 2 of yellow wool, 1 on top of the cobblestone wall, 1 on top of this wooden trapdoor, and on the back here, we're going to place down a upside down dark oak wood stair come off the yellow wool, followed by a dark oak wood top slab like that. Once that's all done there, that's the center line of the aircraft, and we can go out to the sides now and build. So for this, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a zombie head on both sides of this front green stained clay block. Going to the sides, we're going to place down 2 mossy cobblestone walls back, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 green stank weight blocks back. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 mossy cobblestone walls along the side here that should end right before this black wool, this row 3 of black wool, so we get something that looks like this so far from up above. For our next row out to the side, this is where we're going to need to go ahead and grab our shark mouth banners that we made. So we want to make sure that we grab all of our banners because we are going to need them, and we'll just go ahead and grab them all. And again, we need to make sure that we have the different ones facing the different sides here. So to go ahead and get started, depending on which way you have this aircraft facing, you may need to position these banners a different way. But for both sides, a good start is just to go ahead and go to the mossy cobblestone wall, place down the banner here, and then we're going to place down one next to it. So we have the two right here in the front here, which are going to start the kind of front of the mouth. This right here is where it gets a little bit different on what side you're on. So on this side here, you can see I went ahead and I placed down this banner. However, I will need to place down the opposite banner over here on this side to get it to work. A little example of what would happen if we use the same banner on both sides. You can see it doesn't line up right. So we need to make sure we have our two different banners on both sides. We then want to place down the last banner we have here. That's kind of the closing of the mouth. And that's going to be the different banner on both sides again. Again, if we use the wrong one on the side here, it would flip the mouth and it would look completely weird. So again, that's why you need to have two different versions of those. But once you have the shark mouth complete, you guys are good to go. And if you guys aren't building the shark mouth, then completely disregard that. Anyways, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of this quartz top slab here. After that green carpet, we're going to place down a row of 1 and 2 dark oak with slabs back, followed by 2 green carpets back after that. Our next row out, we're going to go ahead and copy, we're actually going to copy that same thing 2 more times. So another green carpet out to the side, 2 dark oak with slabs back, 2 green carpets, again one more time out to the side, green carpet, 2 dark oak with slabs, and 2 green carpets like so. When we get to this section here, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a green carpet after this dark oak wood stair on top of this quartz full block here. We're then going to place down a dark oak wood slab, followed by a second one going toward the front. We're then going to place down 2 mossy cobblestone walls, followed by a dark oak wood stair like this, and then a dark oak wood slab after the dark oak wood stair. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and go to the next row over. We're going to go ahead and place down a green carpet right here next to this one right here, like this. This time we're going to place down 1 dark oak wood slab and then a dark oak wood stair. But on the back of this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 green stained clay blocks going forward, followed by a dark oak wood stair. We also want to go ahead and go to this dark oak wood slab here. We're actually going to switch that to a corner stair of dark oak wood. On both sides of the stair here, we're going to place down a zombie head, like so, and we just want to place down a birchwood slab on top of this yellow wool block like that, and that's going to kind of do for this top section up there. Now once that's done like that, we do also want to go ahead and place down a birchwood slab here on the bottom, and this was something that was left out, which will kind of come into play a little bit later, but we do want to place down a dark oak slab on the bottom of that yellow wool block as well, so go ahead and make that addition to both sides there. Now, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and continue out to the side. So, basically, just like we did this row, kind of similar to it, except one difference. But we're going to kind of do the same thing. So, another green carpet out to the side. We're going to place down 2 dark oak wood slabs going toward the front. And then when we get to this section here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair facing this direction, followed by 1 and 2 dark oak wood stairs after it. So, we turn this stair into a corner stair, 2 regular stairs, and another corner stair come off this stair like so. After that's done, we want to go to our next row over. For this row, we're going to place down a green carpet next to this one, 2 dark oak wood slabs going toward the front, and another green carpet like that in the front. For our next section, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs starting on the back quartz full block, or quartz top slab, and working its way forward. So row 3 and 1 green carpet up here in the front, like that. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves wooden trapdoors. We're also going to need quartz slabs and also some nether brick slabs. We're going to go ahead and start this section off by placing down a wooden trapdoor on top of this quartz trapdoor. We're going to place down a quartz half slab back, followed by another brick slab and a quartz slab after that. Next row over, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor on top of this iron trapdoor here, followed by a row 3 of nether brick slabs back. on the end of this row 3, we're going to go ahead and also grab ourselves a spruce wood slab and place down a spruce wood top slab, come off that row 3 of nether brick. Again, out to the side, we're going to place down another wooden trapdoor, come off this wooden trapdoor right here on the end, followed by a quartz slab, nether brick slab, and a nether quartz slab, followed by a spruce wood tops, or spruce wood half slab, my bad, these are all half slabs here, a spruce wood half slab like that on the end. Once that's all done there, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair here in the middle, polished andesite block like this, followed by a dark oak wood corner stair on the front side here, and a spruce wood corner stair coming off the dark oak wood stair like this on the back, like so. Once that's done, we're going to grab ourselves quartz top slabs again. We're going to place down 1 and 2, come off the backs of these 2 stairs here. The 2 dark oak wood stairs and a spruce wood top slab come off the spruce wood corner stair. We then want to go ahead and place down another spruce wood stair back, followed by 2 more quartz top slabs right along the side there of the ones from the previous row. We then want to place down a row 3 of quartz top slabs going back, followed by a row of 2 with an indent from the rear, and a second row coming off this just like this on the side there. Looking at it from above, we should have something that kind of looks like this for up above for the wings. Going back here to the tail, we can go ahead and do this real quick as well. So grabbing some placeholder blocks, again I'm just going to use some wool for it, easy to tell the difference. We're going to go to this top slab here on the very back, this dark oak top slab. We're going to go out to the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks. So out to the sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On our 6th base, we're going to place down a green hardened stained clay block, spruce wood stair toward the rear, and a dark oak wood upstairs stair toward the front. We can delete these placeholder blocks like so, and you'll have these start there for your your vertical stabilizers on the rear. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 4. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 5. Alright guys, move on to our next layer. We have layer 5. For layer 5, we're going to go ahead and start off with placing a wooden trapdoor on top of this green stained clay block up here in the front. Behind this wooden trapdoor, we'll place down a dark oak wood slab, followed by a dark oak wood stair. On the back of this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a row 4 green stained clay, followed by a row of 6 of light gray stained glass full blocks, followed by a nether brick upstairs stair here on the back. We then want to place down a green stained clay block coming off this nether brick upstairs stair, and in total we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 green stained clay blocks going back. We're then going to place down a quartz full block, black wool block, quartz full block, 2 yellow wool blocks on top of the 2 yellow wool blocks from the previous layer, followed by 2 green stained clay blocks, and a dark oak wood upstairs stair there on the rear. Now, once that's all done for our next row out to the side, we're going to start up here in the front again. We're going to place down a zombie head at about a 45-degree angle on these 2 cobblestone walls. Mossy cobblestone walls on both sides like that. Going back from this head right here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab, followed by a row of 1 and 2 mossy cobblestone walls, a row of dark oak wood stair, a dark oak wood corner stair. After the corner stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 dark oak wood slabs, green stained clay block, dark oak wood slab, dark oak wood stair, green stained clay block after the dark oak wood stair. We're going to take our mossy cobblestone walls, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 mossy cobblestone walls back along the sides here. We also want to go ahead and grab our letter N again that we made in the beginning of the tutorial if you guys went ahead and made it. And we're going to place down a N on this first yellow wool block here next to the quartz block on both sides like that. We also want to go to the tail here. So for the tail, we're going to start off by going to this green stained clay block right after this row 2 here, yellow wool. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically iron trapdoors out to the side here, followed by a green stained clay block on top of this dark oak wood upstairs stair. For our next row to the side, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves quartz slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz top slabs out to the side, followed by a black wool block. And we're also going to have a stone button on the side of this black wool block. So we're going to place down a black wool block and a stone button on the side there like that. Our next row, we're going to take spruce wood slabs, place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 spruce wood slabs across, followed by a spruce wood plank like that on the side here. And we then want to grab ourselves a sign and place down a sign on the side of the spruce wood plank like that for the start there of your tail flaps. So once that's all done, we're going to go and move to the wings. So for the wings, very simply what we need to do is we just need to take some dark oak wood slabs, place down 1 and 2 on the center 2 green stake weight blocks in the row 4 over the engines. We also want to take green carpet and place down green carpet on top of all these quartz top slabs on the very edge of the wing, like that. And once we have something like that, or once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and copy what we do on the right side here over to the left side, and we should get something that looks like this once we're complete. And that right there is going to do it for layer 5. With that, let's go ahead and move on to our next layer. And actually, real quick before we do, a few quick things. I almost forgot these. They kind of hide a little bit from me. On this first cobblestone wall here on both sides, we're going to place down a zombie head. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves our banners again, so the C and the 9. If you guys are using different numbers, that's fine. We're going to place down the C here and the 9 just like this, like so. Don't place them down like this because it looks weird. Just place them down like that. You kind of have to flip it a little bit so that it kind of works there. Anyways, go ahead and put those numbers on, or whatever letters and numbers you guys chose to do. And once you guys have that complete, that is going to do it for layer 5. With that, let's move on to layer 6. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 6. For layer 6, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a green carpet on the second green stained clay from the previous row, like this up here in the front. We're then going to place down a wooden trapdoor. After the wooden trapdoor, we'll place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 light gray stained glass full blocks going back. So let's just go ahead and double check the count here. Yep, 6 light gray stained glass full blocks going back. After we have that done, we're going to place down an anvil, which should be on top of this light gray stained glass block here, followed by 2 dark oak defense gates coming off the anvil like that for the tail gunner position, like so. On the sides here of basically this row 6 here, or basically the first 5 light gray stained glass full blocks in this row of 6, we're going to place down light gray stained glass panes, so 5 light gray stained glass panes along the side here. On top of this green stained clay block here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair if it's back facing toward the front. We then want to go ahead and take our light gray stained glass panes, place down 2 light gray stained glass panes coming off the dark oak wood stair like this, followed by a wooden trapdoor that's going to be on top of this green stained clay block on both sides of this last dark oak wood fence gate. After the dark oak wood fence gate, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 dark oak wood slabs down the middle, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 wooden trapdoors going back as well. Coming back here to this section, we want to go ahead and go down the center. We're going to place down 2 wooden trapdoors on top of these 2 green stained clay blocks here, like this, and also a green carpet on top of this dark oak wood top slab on the very end here, like that. We also want to place down a green carpet on top of this quartz block right here. On the back here for the tail, we're going to take wooden trapdoors, place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across the iron trapdoors, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across the quartz top slabs on top of them. And then we just want to take stone buttons. We're going to place down stone button like this on both sides there, so spaced out by 1. On the very sides here for our vertical stabilizers, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall on the front block, followed by a green hardened stained clay block after it. And then we're going to follow it up and place down a spruce wood plank here with a sign on both sides of the spruce wood plank. Again, both sides like that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 6. With that, let's move on to our last 5 layers, which will be layers 7 through 8, and then it's up to us to add the lines here, the cables, and also the props. So with that, let's go and move on to layers 7 through 8. Alright guys, so moving on to our last final layers, we have layers 7 through 8. These last layers are going to be pretty simple, so we're just going to do them all in one go. So both sides, no half on, half off. So to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go to the front here, we're going to go to our cockpit. So we're going to go and start off by going to the second and third light gray stained glass full blocks in this row of 6 here, and we're going to place down 2 wooden trapdoors on top. We then want to go ahead and skip a space, place down another wooden trapdoor, skip another space, and place down another wooden trapdoor, which should be on top of this anvil like that. We want to go ahead and go up here to this front space, so between the 2 wooden trapdoors and the one right here, we're going to go to the left side and the left side only, and on this light gray stained glass pane, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post. Again, that's only on the left side here, not on the right side. Going back to the tail here, all we need to do for this is just go ahead and finish off our vertical stabilizers. We're going to start off and place down a green stained clay block on top of this one right here, followed by another spruce wood plank on top of this spruce wood plank here, followed by a sign on both sides of the spruce wood plank. Then on the very top here, we're going to go ahead and grab our spruce wood stairs and place down 2 spruce wood stairs back to back. We're going to do the same thing over here on this side. 2 spruce wood plank, or spruce wood plank going up. Again, signs on both sides. A green stained clay block on the front of the plank, and then a layer here on top with just 2 spruce wood stairs back to back. And once we have that done, that kind of does it for the general kind of design there for the aircraft. We do have 2 final things we need to add on, which is going to be the cables running from the cockpit to the tail, and we also need to put the props on. So for that, let's go ahead and first start off by going ahead and putting the cables running from the cockpit to the tail. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to putting the cables running on the top. Now for the cables here, you can see I have them already kind of put with white wool. We're going to just swap these over to iron bars. So to get started here, we're going to go to the front to our dark oak wood fence post up here in the front. We're going to place down an iron bar that's going to be on top of it. We're going to go back from this iron bar, just like this one going back like that, so we have a nice row of 2 here. This right here kind of depends on which way you want to work toward the back here. As you can see, since this post is off-centered here, we do have a different kind of slope here of our cable running from that point to our tail. So you can see this one's a little bit more steeper, this one's a little bit more shallow, so let's go ahead and start with the left side first. We're going to go out to the side and back 1, so from this iron trapdoor here out to the side, back 1, and we're going to place down a row of 4 of iron bars that are going to go back, and again this is on the left side of the aircraft. We then want to go ahead and again go over by 1 and then go back 1. We're going to place down a row of 3 of iron bars this time. Going back. Again, go back 1 out to the side. To the right side here. Again, another row of 3 of iron bars. We're going to go out to the side again. Go back 1. Place down a row of 4 of wool. And then again out to the side here. And another row of 2 here of iron bars like that to connect up to the spruce wood stair. Over here on the left side, or sorry, the right side's a bit different. So going ahead and going back here to these 2 iron bars here in the front that connect to the post, we're going to go ahead and go over to the left and back a block. We're going to go and place down 2 iron bars like so. We then want to go and kind of go over an angle again, place down a row of 3. Go over at an angle again, place down a row of 2. Go over at an angle, another row of 2. We're then going to go over at an angle, place down another row of 3. Another angle out and going back, row of 2. And another row of 2 here of iron bars that will connect up again at an angle to our spruce wood stairs, so we should get something that kind of looks like this from up above. After that's done, we also have some cables that run from here and connect up to these cables here. So we're going to go and go next to our zombie head over here on the right side, starting off with. We're going to go ahead and place down a iron bar right next to it. We're going to go ahead and go up and back 1. And we're going to place down a iron bar kind of up at an angle like that. And then we want to go ahead and go up, back, and over to the side here and go and connect to the bottom of this iron bar right there. On the opposite side, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to place down a iron bar right here coming off this zombie head to the side there. We're going to go up, over, and back at an angle, place down a iron bar, and then we're going to go up and back 1 at an angle and place down another iron bar, which can be something just like that. And that's going to kind of do it there for the iron bars. The last thing for us to cover is how to put the props on and everything like that. So let's go ahead and move on to putting the props on. Alright guys, so moving on to putting the props on. Now the props will require you to break a few blocks to make them fit kind of properly on the actual engines themselves. The reason why we just went ahead and built the engines all together like this was to allow you some flexibility and show you guys the completed engine so you can kind of modify it and have the props differently set up. I'm going to set up my props exactly how I did here, so they're going to be facing the directions they are right here. You can obviously have them both facing this, kind of set up the same way. You can have them flip like I do, facing opposite directions. Whatever you guys want to do to kind of angle it, or you can do your own prop design, whatever you want to do. But this here is kind of like the completed engine, so I just wanted to show you guys a completed engine for it, so you guys can kind of do whatever you want for the props. But to kind of replicate what I did, we're going to go ahead and go to the yellow wool block right here. Now we're going to go and break this cobblestone wall right here. I'm going to go ahead and break it, and we're going to go ahead and place down a spruce wood top slab. We're going to go and then place down 1 and 2 more spruce wood top slabs out to the side, just like that, to create a row of 3. Once that's done, we're going to go and go to the cobblestone wall right here. On the inside, place down a nether brick stair that goes up like this, another nether brick stair right behind it going up at an angle, and then a nether brick slab like that coming off the nether brick stair there, again at an angle to the side. On the bottom here, we're going to go ahead and go to the birchwood slab right here. We're going to place down another brick full block like this going down. We're going to go ahead and go over toward the inside of the aircraft, so kind of over like this. We're going to place down an upside, or just a regular nether brick stair like this, and an upside down nether brick stair on the bottom of that stair. And we can just do the same thing over here on this side, so I'm going to do a little bit quicker. Delete the cobblestone wall, 3 nether brick slabs out to the side. We're going to go and place down our nether brick stairs and play like this. After that's done on the bottom here, we're going to place down our nether brick full block on the bottom, our nether brick stair coming off at an angle, and an upside down stair on the bottom there. And you'll have something that looks like that on both sides there, and of course you can kind of do whatever you guys want, change it up a bit, and you'll be good to go. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for the tutorial for the BF-110 Heavy Fighter. Hope you guys did enjoy the build. If you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. It's being thanked from aside the build to the link for my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. A lot of work goes into these builds, so I really do appreciate the credit that is given for this tutorial. Hope you guys do enjoy the build, and as long as you guys give me credit, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Again, special thanks to Patreon supporter The Red Deer for making this tutorial possible, and everything like that. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.